In this episode, we are going to talk about the Planet Day, 22 April 2022. We are going to explore a few relevant aspects relating to this important day and how we can support the cause. So, what's your plan for today? It's Friday, 22 April 2022. You're going to plan maybe your weekend. Maybe you're going to spend your evening watching a movie or going to the cinema actually, or to the disco. Why not? We all need to recover from from those times where we were locked down and not being able to go out and move and shake our body and have fun, right? Or whatever other things you're going to do. Maybe you're going to meet some family members or friends. But okay, regardless of your plans, keep in mind, bear in mind, remember that today is Earth Day. Friday 22, 2022. What a good number, actually, to remember and to remember about these planets, these wonderful, outstanding, incredible planets that we habitate alongside with many, if you don't get it, if you didn't get it, I say it again, many other animals. Remember, we humans are animals among other animals, right? So we share this planet with many other species. But let's focus on ourselves and on what can we do to celebrate this day, and of course to support the cause, to support the protection, the health of planet Earth, of this environment where we live, this wonderful place where we are called to do something, right? And actually, sometimes we forget about that, or we just go with the flow, so to say, and we forget about that. And that flow includes a lot of terrible things that we do for the planet, in the planet, on the planet, whatever way you want to frame it, and damage that we create for the planet and other animals, right? So today is a good day to recollect our attention to the relevance of the ecosystem and planet Earth, and remind for everybody a few very simple behaviors that may actually support the planet and the ecosystem and our own well-being. And this is very good for everybody, not just adults, but also for kids. So if you happen to have kids around, please share with them, because they will be the holders of this planet very soon. So, for example, limit your water usage, right? The water is not available everywhere in the world, actually. Clean water is not available everywhere in the world. We may forget that, right? There are parts of the planet where water is not available for drinking water is not available, right? So in order to preserve the value of clean water, wherever area we're gonna target in the planet, wherever you are located, if you have it clean water or not, right? But bear in mind that that's a scarce resource. So we can use less clean water, not just today. Today is just a day to remember how important clean water is. But starting from today, if you're not doing that yet, starting from today, having a more respectful and grateful approach to water, and so respectful behavior towards water, I was saying, and save water as much as we can. That means in our daily life, try to use as less water as possible. Just don't waste it. When we wash the dishes or take a shower, we don't really need 30 minutes shower, right? 5 minutes shower with the water on and off, it's more than enough. It's more than enough, unless you're really severely dirty because you've been crossing a wood or, jumping into molds or something like that. But really, we don't need that much water to be wonderfully clean and fresh, right? So the same applies also when we wash dishes or we wash things around our home. And certainly when we wash dogs, we don't need that much water to wash dogs. And certainly we don't need a lot of those soaps that we use on dogs. Please don't use known for dogs soaps for washing dogs, right? Okay, that's a digression. Second point, try to use less lights, right? That's another thing that I've learned in my childhood myself. Don't leave lights on around the house unless you need them, right? Don't leave that light on in that other room if you're not any longer in that other room, right? Just switch it off. Just try to apply this basic behavior, good practice, I would call it, more than behavior. Yeah, this basic good practice that turns into a good behavior, that turns into a behavior that preserves also the health of the planet, right? And so if you need those lights in that room, keep it on, no problem. But if you don't, just switch the light off, right? Sometimes you're studying there, sometimes you move from a room to another, sometimes you have a little temple in that room, so you may need a little light that lights the temple. No problem with that, right? We can do that in all respect of our daily activities, lifestyle, religion, rituals, whatever need we may have. But we can use light, but don't exaggerate with that. And as much as we can, let's try to save some. Right? All right. Third tip: offer your time. Right? Just by picking up some plastics or bottles or bags and collecting things that are wasted around the environment. Sometimes we walk around the environment and we find a lot of things that are left by humans around woods, sticks, or on the beach, and they ended up to populate the sea, the ocean, rivers, and they get eaten sometimes by fish and other species habitating around those environments. And so the whole environment gets polluted. So first and foremost, let's not do that. Let's not leave stuff around. Let's always pick up things and bring them to the trash in the urban and suburban areas, and also offer your time, as I was saying. So go around sometimes with a little group of friends and go pick up things, and with a couple of bags, Bring those bottles, plastic things spread around, cans and stuff like that. Mind where you put your hands, so be safe and gather those things and trash them away in a big basket, or how you call that, the big trash station that you have outside your door, or in the city somewhere, right? So if we are able to spread this message, especially with youth, young generations, kids, but also with adults, because who doesn't need that type of indication, that type of education, that type of information, that type of reminder? We all need that, right? So those are simple ways, simple reminders to celebrate today, this day, 22 April 2022, Earth Day, and to hope that we can do better and better for the planet. I know it sounds a bit optimistic, too optimistic. Actually, I'm not necessarily so optimistic, but despite that, I still invest my time and hope in promoting awareness for the planet, for animals, and ultimately, a last word on animals, for people, of course. A last word on animals, I was saying, ultimately, taking care of the planet means also taking care of animals and wildlife and any other animals, including humans. And this is why we are hosting this simple special episode today on our podcast. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for your attention. Please remember to like and comment what's said in this podcast. You will find a comment window down below somewhere. Send us a message. Send us your ideas, your considerations, and we'll be happy to discuss those, and we will reply as soon as we can. That's all from us today. Thank you again for your attention. Wonderful, wonderful Earth Day from In the Mouth of the Wolf.